The year is 600 BC. The Mesopotamian heat is relentless, baking the sun-dried bricks of a sprawling city. But in the heart of the dust and the din of the markets, there is the impossible sound of rushing water. The air does not carry the familiar scent of sand and spice, it smells of jasmine and wet soil. Legend tells a story of love, a tale of a king and his homesick queen. Nebuchadnezzar II, the mighty ruler of Babylon, saw the sadness in the eyes of his wife Herodotus. She longed for the lush, green hills of her homeland in Media, a world away from the flat, sunburnt plains of Mesopotamia, and so he commanded an impossible feat. He would build her a mountain of green in the center of the desert, a paradise to soothe her soul. It was a monument to romance, an artificial Eden born from devotion. Imagine a ziggurat, not of plain clay, but of life itself. Massive ascending terraces, rising hundreds of feet into the sky, overflowing with exotic trees and flowering vines brought from the farthest reaches of the empire. The vibrant lapis blue-glazed bricks of the nearby Ishtar Gate would have paled in comparison to this living wonder. Below, in the cool dark chambers, a marvel of engineering was at work. An endless chain of Archimedes screws turned day and night. A complex system of gears and buckets pulling water from the Euphrates River, defying gravity to irrigate the highest tiers of this man-made mountain. It was a spectacle of both nature and human ingenuity, a garden suspended between earth and sky. Yet, of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon are a ghost. It is the only one for which archaeologists have found absolutely no definitive evidence. We have found the foundations of the Great Walls. The Ishtar Gate stands restored, but of the gardens, there is nothing. Not a single root, not a single buried terrace. Even Herodotus, the celebrated Greek historian who walked the streets of Babylon and documented its marvels, never wrote a single word about them. For centuries, this has been the great paradox, a wonder so famous, yet seemingly invisible to history. Perhaps we have been searching in the wrong city for over 2,000 years. A compelling modern theory suggests that the story is true, but the location is mistaken. This theory transports the gardens 300 miles north, to the rival Assyrian capital of Nineveh. It credits their creation not to Nebuchadnezzar, but to the ruthless king Sennacherib, nearly a century earlier. Cuneiform tablets discovered in Nineveh describe a magnificent palace with a wonder for all peoples, an elevated garden with intricate water-raising screws. It seems history simply confused the 2 great Mesopotamian kings and their 2 great cities, conflating the grandeur of Babylon with the lost gardens of Nineveh. But perhaps it doesn't matter where the roots once grew. The story of the gardens became a symbol, a testament to the power of a king's love and humanity's desire to build paradise on earth. A garden that may have never been in Babylon became more real in our collective imagination than the stone and sand that actually stood there. It lives on, not in the soil of Iraq, but in the fertile ground of Astoria, mirage of paradise, shimmering forever in the memory of a homesick queen.